All right, so this is the feedback a student who applied for a post-study work visa received from the Home Office. Your application for permission to stay as a graduate has been refused. This is due to the reason that you accessed public funds, which is not in accordance with your student visa conditions. Did you hear that? Guys, forget my hair. I put it aside because I am really sad, to be honest. The truth is this: a lot of people, they have ears, they have eyes, they see all these things vividly written on their passports, yet they argue it, they want to thwart that law. Anyway, disclaimer, I am not an immigration officer, I am not even a legislator, a legal advisor, but I'm saying this to encourage or to, let a lot of people know, especially a lot of African migrants, understand the implication of certain things they shouldn't be doing or should be doing. At least when they hear from individuals who are not lawyers like us, they might understand it better than some of the legal jamborees. So this is why I'm making this content. So the last place I finished working from, I recalled arguing with a student about no recourse to public fund, arguing with a student, you are just allowed to work 20 hours a week and 100 hours during school terms. The person insisted that it doesn't matter. The person will go for a night shift. From night shift, he comes back to do a day shift. From day shift, he doesn't rest. He works over 30 hours in a week, looking for what people would say. And by the time the person goes to apply for visa extension, possibly the postgraduate visa to stay back, and they refuse the person, the person will start saying that this government, they are wicked, the British, that this, that. This is one of those things. In your visa page, it is always written that no recourse to public funds. This is what we are here to discuss today. Look at this person. He accessed the public funds through the local council through the city council in Aberdeen. And he didn't know, he shouldn't have access to that. Sometimes we need to read a lot of all these things. Before you seek for help here, understand if you are entitled to it. One of the days I took my child to school, my friend was telling me that the son receives child benefits, that I can apply for my own son. I said, sorry, I am not allowed to such public fund. I am not allowed access to receive any kind of benefit in this country. Though there are some you could be receiving as a migrant in this country, about 6 of them, of which I'll be stating them in this very video. You should understand the ones you are restricted to receive, and the ones you have access to receive, to avoid the stories that touch the heart. Please. Now look at that. Possibly he came in here to do 2 years master's degree or even a 3 years program, and he has a family because it was a housing fund, low income housing fund that he got. And now, the story. Once they write, they will just tell you, sorry, oh my goodness, we are sorry that blah, blah, blah. They will send you back to wherever you are coming from, to our heaven, which is fantastically okay. Our country is good, per se. So now, what does it mean that you have no recourse to public funds? Basically, if you have a residence permit that allows you access to live, work, or study here in the UK, you have certain restrictions on your visa as an immigrant, that you are not allowed to receive certain benefits. Benefits such as public funds or public funds such as housing benefits, tax credit and housing assistance that are paid by the central government. You are not allowed to receive all this. These are the things you should know before ever you go apply to any of this. Though there are quite a number of them, let's just state the list so that you can understand this better. So according to gov.uk, public funds are a range of benefits that are given to people on a low income as well as housing support. And who are these people? British citizens. Are you a British person? Are you a British citizen? So there are a number of these benefits, about 10 of them, which are listed in the gov.com, such as income-based job seekers allowance, housing support, child tax credits, universal credit, working tax credit, a social fund payment, child benefit, housing benefit, council tax benefit, council tax reduction, domestic rent relief, that's by the Northern Ireland, state pension credits, attendance allowance, severe disablement allowance, personal independence payments, carers allowance, disability living, an allocation of local authority housing, and finally, the local authority homelessness assistance. These are the public funds, made open to British citizens. If you are one, you go for it. So you must understand this. There are a range of other benefits that are open to immigrants that you can as well claim based on if you meet the requirements for such claim. I resigned from my work a couple of months ago. Guess what? I got a tax refund by the revenue office. They sent me an email and then a post, that I have some tax refund. I didn't even ask for it. They refunded me 700 and something pounds. Yes, because I was paying for NI, I was paying tax while working, and they felt that it wasn't wise because what I was earning in a month, does not meet up the requirement for them to be tasking me. So I got refunded. Now, there are about 6 kind of benefit you might be eligible to claim depending if you qualify for it. And this includes contribution-based job seekers allowance, retirement pension, incapacity benefit, guidance allowance, widows benefits and bereavements, and finally, statutory maternity pay. These are the benefits you can claim as an immigrant in this country if you meet the requirements, or if you have been working, especially if you have been paying national insurance. This is the need for the NI you pay for. That's the tax you pay as you work. Even if your dependent is working in this country and you are doing part-time, just like I've stated, I was doing part-time and I was able to get a tax refund because I was being taxed, and if one of you, your partner, if you are working, you are able to claim all this. If you are pregnant, you can claim maternity benefit as a pregnant woman, or your wife is pregnant. Men, they go on a paternity leave as well. So these are the things you can claim. This says. So please be careful what you do in this country. It hurts me. There is another case on ground. Somebody who arrived this country and was, let me not talk about it, because I am honestly wishing them well, that things turn around for them. So it's sad when people know the rule and yet they go about breaking this laws. It's not nice, to be honest. The law is regarded in this country. This is why Ike Ekweremadu mother is being tried, assuming the event happened somewhere in Africa. He would have died down because of his status, because of his level in politics. None of us would have heard about the situation, But here, they take everything serious. Everything is taken damn serious in this country. Please and please, you can imagine the state of this man, and he has a family now. Going back home after paying huge amount of money to study in this country because of a simple mistake that he should have found out, So know your limits, know what you are required to do and what you are not expected to do. Especially those of you here as a student. Even if you're not here as a student, you can fall prey to some nonsense. I call them nonsense. All right, ladies and gentlemen, where is my hair? It's on the ground. But one needs fresh air. All right, thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And go through my videos. You might find something that might interest you. Thank you so much. My name is Chinyere. My Instagram handle is @ChinyereOJK. Please don't come and be asking me too many questions that I cannot answer. All right, see you again in my next upload. Bye for now.